don't let people tell you the ending's shite. The ending is not shite. It's just not what a lot of people wanted it to be.
Hello, welcome to the Cosy Couch,
Yeah.
episode 2.
Ah, fuck that.
You did.
Sorry. I'm nervous.
Now you can say yo.
Yo.
So we made it. Episode 2, how does it feel?
Yeah, it feels good.
Aye.
Yeah, quite happy. I mean, I don't know, like, going into it, we were like, oh, fuck, you know, is this going to work?
What's it going to be like, you know, but...
Yeah, exactly, but no, it was good. We got, so far feedback's been not bad.
Yeah.
You know, we just need to build followers, so if you liked it, please subscribe. A few people have so far, but please go to our Twitter, go to our Facebook page, you know, just give us all the support you can, share it with your friends. Anyone you think would be interested, don't just share it with, you know, people that don't give a shit about this kind of thing.
Yeah, like, just cool people, you know.
Yeah. Well, they're probably not cool people if they like us, but still,
No.
that's good enough. So,
Right, cool. Aye, so, what are you up to this week then?
this week, working a lot, but mostly playing the Division. Division came out the other day. As soon as it went live, I was right in there, and I can't come back out. It's so good. Been playing online with Scobie and Div, and it's just so good. Perfect. It's exactly what I wanted it to be, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I've heard a few gripes about story. I don't really care, but I mean, there is a story. I like the story. There's more story there than there ever was in Destiny when it started.
No, absolutely, yeah.
And you know, you kind of. I feel it's one of these games you kind of make the story as you go. I mean, it's not like who is this agent you're playing as. The agent is you. It's like you left your life to go and help in this crisis. So I really like it. Other than that, I played a bit of Rocket League. But that was kind of mostly it. Just Cause 3, I played some of it.
Yeah.
But sadly, as I bought that, like the next day the Division came out, so I've not had a ton of time to sink into it. But what I've seen so far, really like.
Absolutely brilliant game, so it's...
So if the Division servers ever go down, so that's where I'm going.
Speaking of that, they went down day one, just because of such a high volume of traffic, but... they fixed it quickly. It was nothing to write home about.
They've been quite good. I mean, they've shut them down a couple of times for maintenance, but they did that throughout the beta, and it's usually 2 hours at a time. It's nothing. It seems to happen when I'm at work, so it doesn't bother me. But
I mean, it can be an inconvenience. I mean, I've got a very busy life, and sometimes I've only got an hour to play. But fortunately, they've not been down yet when I've been on.
We've not gonna hit that hurdle yet. But no, they've been good with it, and so far it seems to be working great. You had a bit of an issue with things not loading in your map properly, missions you were saying?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how it works yet. In Destiny there's daily missions and weekly missions. I don't know if it is, maybe there's daily missions that appear.
There's not.
Time,
there is going to be. There's going to be a daily stuff and weekly things, sort of like Destiny, but there's nothing like that. I think there's just still a few glitches. I mean, there's an echo I've found and collected it. It's been added into my, completion stats, but still shows up in the map, and it's driving me crazy because I'm like, there's a fucking icon in the map that I cannot get rid of.
It's a down drone as well that I can't get. It says it's there, it's not there.
Yeah, have you looked up?
Yep.
Alright.
Shot it and everything.
Oh right, that's weird.
Yeah, so it's just little tiny things.
Yeah, I mean things that they're going to get fixed.
Exactly. It'll probably fixed by the time this is up. But,
what about yourself? What have you been doing this week?
Not a lot, to be honest, in terms of gaming. Played quite a bit of the Division, and that's about it really. Quite busy this week, with work and stuff. But no, it's been really good so far. Loving the Dark Zone.
I played the Dark Zone today with Scobie. We were absolutely loving it. We went in, fucked so many people up. Like there was these 2 guys came that were rogue, and they just got wiped out. And it was just constant enemies assaulting because we kept calling for extraction, and that just draws enemies. So we were like, fuck this. I mean, I went into... Today's the first day I've went into the Dark Zone, came out level 10. I mean, that was like... And that was 15 minutes in the Dark Zone.
Yeah, like, we're discussing the leveling system online. My theory is, right, is whatever level you are in the main game, so say you're level 15, right? Yeah. And you go into Dark Zone 0, I think you get an XP boost up till you start to catch up what your level is.
Yeah.
Because we were level 10 when we went in, and level 1 through 9 flew. You know, we were shot up straight away.
Yeah, I think like
So-
we were in the starting area of the Dark Zone, so I think as you move to the kind of higher up areas, like if you stay in one area, you'll start losing XP. You won't start gaining any decent XP, but as you move through the areas, I think no, you will start leveling like a wee bit faster.
I've been quite good in the
But
Dark
you
Zone.
can, you do know you can lose your level.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you die, you can lose XP and stuff. Just in case you were like, I fucking got to 30, it was no problem. These things do happen. So
No, it'd be really good fun. Highly recommend it.
good. Glad you're enjoying it. Right, we'll crack on with what's kind of happening in the world. Biggest news so far, story number 1, is that Microsoft have announced that they are. It's not kind of like totally official yet, but they are going to be closing the Lionhead Studios, the creators of the Fable series, which is probably a big shock because they've been making Fable Legends for so long. Fable Legends, if you don't know, was it was like 4v1 kind of gameplay. It's taken kind of many forms. I think it ended up it was going to go free to play.
Yeah.
But basically, the whole time this game's been coming out, the fans have said, "Yeah, fuck this. We don't want this. This isn't what we want. We just want Fable 4." Because they made Fable The Journey, the Kinect game, which was a kind of spin-off, but it was never going to be a franchise. Then they made a game on, I'm sure it was Xbox Live Arcade, that no one gave a fuck about. It was like a kind of hack and slash side-scroller thing. It was a load of shit. So, you know, we were kind of fed up with that. I mean, I loved Fable. Fable 3 was a bit of a dive.
Yeah, that's the one a lot of fans say that they kind of lost interest in. Fable 3.
It was just, I don't know, the story just felt a bit kind of dry, but if they had just made Fable 4, new consoles, look at The Witcher, for example, as an open world RPG. If Fable was even anywhere near that, I mean, it's two totally different games, granted, but that's the potential of an RPG. If you fire Fable, an action-adventure game like that with RPG elements, it could have killed, but no, they never bothered, and Microsoft have obviously, you know, decided, look, this is going to die in its arse. I mean, look at Evolve. What other 4v1 games did we have? There was a few that came out and they all just tanked. Evolve
Dead Rising even. No, not Dead Rising. Left 4 Dead. Started off really well, but now it's just...
Yeah, but, I mean, loads of these games have just kind of came and went. Evolve was meant to be the big one. It was meant to be this massive game, and it just kind of turned into nothing. So I think Microsoft have decided, okay, we'll pull the plug. Lionhead getting shut down, I am shocked about, because they're a big company. They are like a staple of British game development. But it's obviously a money thing. That, I mean, we don't know the ins and outs of it. I'm sure even editors out there that know the games industry, they don't know how much money has went into it. It's obviously just not sustainable to keep them going.
Yeah.
So, you know, hopefully these guys find jobs. That's coming up in a wee second. The other shocker as well is they shut down, I'm sure it's Press Play. Yeah, Danish studio Press Play. They made Max and the Magic Marker. And then more recently Max and the Cursed Brotherhood on the Xbox. They haven't done a great deal, but they only just acquired them in the last couple of years, so that's strange that they've decided to shut them down.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they've just bought them, so they've obviously just went...
Just must have not been performing the standard.
I think I kind of get the impression Microsoft is like they're only accepting the best now. They've got a lot catching up to do with PlayStation, so I think they've thought we can't have our first party studios falling behind. If you're going to fall behind, it's, you know, we're getting rid of you.
Yeah.
So I think that's a message to other first party studios. You need to step up your game. But
oh yeah, absolutely.
We'll see what happens.
Not everyone's safe because Sony's done that before.
Nobody's.
That's all I can think of.
I know what you mean. There has been studios.
There's been quite a few that's been shut down.
Speaking of Sony though, Sony has announced that it's going to hold a recruitment event for the former employees of Lionhead in Guildford, where the studio is based.
Oh, yeah.
And they've invited all the Lionhead people along to say, you know, come and try out for jobs. So who knows what that could be, but it's good that these people, you know, it's shitty that their studio's getting shut down. Unfortunately, that is game development, but these people are, you know, potentially getting another job.
Yeah.
Maybe move to Sony. I'm sure Microsoft has probably said as well, you know, other studios will take you on. So we'll wait and see what kind of happens with that.
I mean, there's obviously some good talent there. I mean,
Oh yeah,
the
definitely.
Fable franchise isn't a terrible one.
Yeah, oh yeah,
It's
by no
really,
means
really good
it's
franchise,
slipped, but it's by no means these guys. I think since Peter Molyneux left, it's kind of went down a wee bit. I just think they maybe lost the vision that he had. But we'll see. You know, we'll see what happens with these staff. Next story: Rocket League getting a basketball mode. How do you feel about this?
So excited.
Yeah, I can't wait for this.
I love basketball, and the fact that I can now play with a car.
Yeah, they released a picture of it, and it's like a proper like NBA basketball court. It looks like it's in an arena. The goal is slightly like it's not like a straight goal. It's flat. You actually do need to aerial kind of get stuff in. That'll be difficult. I think it'll be really difficult.
From screenshot I've seen, it looked like it was a cone almost going up to the goal, as if you drove the ball up to dunk it.
Oh well, I think it's either way. I think it just kind of looks like it's a cone, but I think that's it just coming down the way. I think it has to go in.
Yeah.
Like I think it'll be really difficult. But no, it looks good. The Batmobiles just came out as well, so we've got a first, you know, another wee bit of kind of DLC there. I'd like to see some new cars coming in. It'd be good to see, you know, other famous cars from films coming in, like the oh my god, how can I forget what that's called? The car from Mad Max.
It has a name?
Yeah, it's got a name. Oh, I can't. It's not coming to me right now. So like, whoever watches this that's seen Mad Max will be like, this guy's a fucking retard. It'll come back to me anyway.
The Mad Max car.
Yeah, the Mad Max car. It's called the Magnum Opus in the game, but it's not actually called the Magnum Opus. It's something else. Anyway.
Mustang.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it.
The next story, Ubisoft have announced that The Division, which we spoke about earlier, has sold more copies than any other game in Ubisoft history. That surprises me.
Does it?
Well, yeah, Assassin's Creed. I mean, Assassin's Creed, massive big franchise. I mean, the games get better. Get better. Yeah, it was kind of hit or miss along the way, but franchise, you would think that the next one in that, I would have actually thought Assassin's Creed 3 would have done better after 2, because 2 was amazing. You'd think 3 would have been really well.
3 didn't come out after 2. It was Brotherhood and Syndicate, was it?
You're right. Yeah, you're right. Actually,
Syndicate, I believe, was the one that wasn't really well received. So, and then 3 did all that.
No, Syndicate was well received. It was Unity that wasn't. Unity was so broken. You had like the glitches where it was just like there was no face. It was just teeth and eyes.
Yeah,
it was these really weird people. I played like 10 minutes of Unity and thought this is not for me.
I played like 2 or 3 hours of 3. It's like didn't enjoy it at all.
3 was I completed 3 and it was it was a labour of love. I just played it because it was Assassin's Creed and it was so boring. Civil War is an interesting thing, but it is not an interesting game, unfortunately. Not when it's like, oh, here, run about this town, kill this guy who has no significance to anything. It was really boring. Black Flag, however, was amazing. Anyway, we digress. I mean, that does surprise me a wee bit. I did think there would maybe be other games. For a new franchise, you know, first game of its time, Watch Dogs, I thought people would be a bit wary because when Watch Dogs came out, it was the same. Everyone was like, oh, I can't wait for this. And then it wasn't that great. It didn't deliver on what we wanted. Whereas, don't get me wrong, The Division is delivering, but you don't know that going in. So I'm surprised that it's doing well, and and it says here it's also set a single day digital record for the company. So that means day one people were hammering the downloads, which is maybe why it crashed. So
yeah, well, I did the smart thing, pre-ordered it.
Yeah, so did that. Yeah, mine was ready to go. Midnight. 1 minute past midnight. Boop, here we go. Next story. For anyone who bought a season pass for Star Wars Battlefront, this is news for you. There's new content coming. It's the Outer Rim DLC. They've announced what it's going to contain. So the new content will allow players to fight among the factories of Sullust and battle within Jabba the Hutt's palace in Tatooine. So that's good. A lot of people probably wanted the Jabba's palace.
Yeah, there was concept art for that going around a while ago, so it was kind of expected. That and I can't remember the other one. There was another place, I think it might have been Coruscant that was showing off.
Oh right, okay. Well that would be good, I would like Coruscant. So anyway, it includes 4 new maps, new mode, new weapons, 2 new playable heroes, Celestian Rebel, Nimnub and Rodian Bounty Hunter Greedo. That's cool. I like the fact Greedo's
Nimnub's the wee guy from the Millennium Falcon.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the one that sits next to Lando, I'm sure. The wee one.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I need to get a weird face. Yeah, I know who you're talking about actually. Yeah. And then the new game mode, Extraction, is a capture the flag kind of style mode where rebels fight to deliver a resource shipment to their transport before the time runs out, and Empire has to stop the rebels. You know, basic kind of capture the flag style stuff. So that sounds okay. I wasn't a fan of the idea of their season pass. They kind of announced it and never really said what was going to be in it, and it was really steep. It was like, it wasn't $60, was it?
No, it's £40.
£40, so that could be, you're approaching, kind of in the $60 mark. It's nearly a full game. So I wasn't a fan of that, but they seem to be delivering a lot of these promises that it's going to be worth the money. So,
well, they have to, because they get so much negative feedback about that. It's so much backlash. I can't imagine a lot of people bought it off the bat.
I don't know, it's Star Wars. I think just going off the back of The Force Awakens that people were like, fuck, I'll buy this.
Buy the game, but maybe not the season pass.
Yeah, I'm kind of wary about season passes these days. I say that, I bought the Division season pass, but the Division did come out and say, this is what it's going to contain.
5 big updates, isn't it?
Yeah, and even then, it might go further. So, there could be a lot coming to the Division.
I was actually thinking this the other day, and season passes were never a thing until all the DLC was out. So you used to do things like you'd buy each DLC packet, and then you go, oh, now you can get them all for much cheaper.
Yeah,
I just paid a bomb for them all,
Yeah, that is true, whereas now...
It's good now, at least you've got the option to pay it all for a better price up front.
Yeah, well, you think that? Arkham Knight, that season pass, that's expensive, and basically all you're getting there is new races, a handful of new missions, new skins for stuff. That's not what I would want. I would want like a full-fledged, proper expansion to that game, because I loved the Dark Knight. And the Dark Knight, Arkham Knight, it was really good. I just felt that they could have done a lot more with a lot more villains,
Less car stuff.
Yeah, a lot less car stuff. I did not need extra races.
Yeah. Who was doing them? Who was
I don't remember in any Batman comic or cartoon where he went, oh, hold up, Mr. Freeze, I'm going to have to race you here. Fuck off. He doesn't race people. I don't remember the Riddler saying, oh, you need to race this track, and then I'll hand myself in. Fuck off, he doesn't do that. I get why they did it, because they'd added the Batmobile in, but I actually just think the novelty of having the Batmobile there was enough.
Yeah.
Racing about the streets, that's all I needed. I didn't need, oh, here's a track for you to test out your skill. Who cares? I've got the car, that's cool, it's a cool feature. Exactly, but... Hey, game developers need to...
Did they add in the Batman Forever thing, where he shoots the grapple and then drives up the wall?
No, but the tank does do that.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
with the boost, doesn't it?
No, the when you go into tank mode, you grapple and then you can drive down walls.
Oh, right.
So yeah, that is actually in it. So yeah, that and it plays. It doesn't help with anything. So there you go. Before we go on, we've got a couple of trailers to talk about, but and just before we talk about them,
I keep thinking something's jagging me, but it's your pillowcase. Oh.
Sorry.
It's just irritating.
Okay, well, fucking get new pillows then, eh?
Thank you.
Not such a fucking cosy couch, is it?
The couch is cosy apart from the pillows.
I was slagging that as if it was your couch, but it's actually my couch, so I just slagged myself. Anyway. Got a couple of trailers to speak about, but before we get to them, Mike Coulter, who you may know as Luke Cage, if you watch the Jessica Jones TV series, or Spartan Locke from Halo 5. He is getting his own TV series, the Luke Cage TV series. If you didn't know, Marvel are doing a 5 TV series run on Netflix. Started with Daredevil, then they were going to do Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and then they're going to do a TV series called The Defenders, and it's all 4 of them coming together for one show. Daredevil was such a success that I got a season 2 straight away, which comes out later this month. It actually comes out this week, I believe, which looks incredible. Saw the trailer for that, you know, with the Punisher and Elektra. It actually looks really good. But Mike Coulter was at a New York City premiere of Daredevil and has just randomly decided he's announcing when his TV show is airing. So his TV series will premiere on September the 30th, 2016. No press release from Marvel, no nothing. Someone was just interviewing him and he was like, oh yeah, it comes out on this date. So I'm pretty sure he's getting his wrist slapped for that.
Probably, yeah.
But, you know, it's good to know that it's coming out this year. It's not a ways off. He also said that it's not, you know, it's not just a spin-off of Jessica Jones. This is very much his own TV show. He kind of disappears away in another part of the city and he kind of continues on his story. So I'll be interested to see that, because in the Jessica Jones TV series, I actually really liked Luke Cage. He was actually a really good character, and they did well with his powers. Unbreakable skin. He's got, you know, he's got a lot of strength behind him. It'll be good to see where his story goes. So I'm interested in that. So September the 30th. Keep it noted.
Mark it down.
Yes. That was the face of a rapist there. I'm sorry. Anyway, right. Last but not least, we've got a couple of trailers to speak about.
Yes, we do.
So, we'll start with the shortest trailer. We saw a trailer for Quantum Break, the new Xbox One well, it's not really an Xbox One exclusive. Xbox One, Windows 10 exclusive. All of it. It's Remedy's new game, coming off of Alan Wake. It's all about controlling time and time fracturing. What did you think of the trailer?
Well, it was a cinematic trailer.
There is a wee bit of gameplay in there. It doesn't look like it because it looks that good. But
Yeah.
the last few bits, that's gameplay.
Alright, cool. Well, it looks really good. As long as the game can deliver on what it's showing, then yeah, absolutely looks like a good fun time. I just can't help think back to what was the other time game?
Time Shift.
Time Shift.
Yeah, the first person shooter.
Yep.
Fucking get my gun ready. It's just the force I have it.
Really good concept, really good idea. Fun for about 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, fucking 10
and
minutes.
Then that was it. It was so boring.
You're like, check this grenade. Boom, it's a fucking time bubble, and then you run through dead slow, and then you go, that was cool. I don't want to play this anymore. Like,
well, the best thing was just sniping someone, rewind time, sniping someone, rewind.
Yeah. It was fun for about 5-10 minutes, and that was it.
So, but it does seem that Quantum Breaks could be a bit more than that. It's going to be dive more into the, as you said, like it seems like you can run dead fast, but you're not really. You're just slowing down time.
Yeah,
so.
you can't. You can like boost behind people, and the trailer takes he takes guns off of people. I don't think you'll be able to actually do that in the game, because that would be so funny. Like a group of enemies, and you're like, okay, freeze time. Take everyone's gun off of them, and then like unfreeze, and just watch everyone like, fuck, this hasn't worked out well.
I mean, it'd be fantastic if it was like a Quicksilver from Days of Future Past.
Yeah, that would be cool actually. Yeah, just like fucking run around, take everything, fire a bullet right at everybody's head, unfreeze time, and everyone just drops down. Bar one guy who's pure fuck.
Tell everyone what you saw.
Yeah. Tell everyone, Mr. Echo, let you live. I've been watching Lost. That's
okay.
That's good. Did you watch all of Lost?
No.
Oh man, you need. Oh no, man, you need to watch all of Lost. Lost's fucking excellent.
How many episodes is there?
Oh, it varies from season to season. Roughly, kind of 22.
No, I mean over the season, like all of them. How many? Like you talking here? Hundreds or?
No, not hundreds. Over 100, but probably over 100, less than 200, I think.
It's a good number.
Yeah. Sorry, I can't unless I see it in front of me.
45-minute episodes, yeah.
Yeah. Man, it's worth it. It's well worth it.
Right, okay.
It's worth watching. I'll give it a watch. And also, if anyone out there hasn't watched Lost, fucking watch it. Don't let people tell you the ending's shite. The ending is not shite. It's just not what a lot of people wanted it to be. Anyway, next up, Game of Thrones. We finally saw a trailer for season 6.
Yep.
What do you think?
Brilliant.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Don't really know too much about it or what's going to happen.
It doesn't give away a lot. It's just
no.
a lot of random scenes all put together. One scene I saw that I was like, oh fuck, was Bran standing, which is strange, and then he turns round and that fucking like king of the Ice White Walkers, he's there just standing looking at him as if fuck off.
See, I think that must be a
fuck
dream.
off, cripple.
Because in all Bran's dreams he's standing.
Yeah, that could be. Here's me thinking that wee fucker was getting a new pair of legs,
but his dreams also like, predict the future or tell him something or something. So I think he's going to actually talk with him and he'll understand him. They'll understand each other and maybe have a conversation.
Yeah, could be.
He may say like, you're fucked or
that would be priceless. Game of Thrones, Peter. You're fucked, mate.
But from what we know, the White Walkers could actually be the way forward. Maybe they're saying, no, listen, it's inevitable.
I severely doubt that. One thing I have, it has to happen. Jon Snow not dead.
No, yeah.
Definitely not.
Not dead.
And I must say, my wee brother made a prediction that I thought was spot on because I thought the same thing. He will be dead. Right, he is dead. Right, he's actually, that's him, finished. They'll go to burn the body. And there'll be a hullabaloo. They won't want to burn the body because Melisandre, she's at Castle Black. She's obviously like, whoa, I severely fucked up. I was like, yes, Stannis, fucking ride on up to Winterfell.
World's greatest dad.
Yeah, the world's greatest dad. On you go, kill your daughter, no danger, you're going to win the war. Fucked. Absolutely fucked. Do you know what I mean? They get absolutely slaughtered. So she's obviously at the Castle Black like, oh man, I've heavy fucked up.
On your night, will just be sobbing.
Yeah, oh yeah, he'll be like, Stannis. Oh, he's gone. So's the wee girl. Can't remember her name. Wee burn girl. Aye, whatever her name
Scaly
was.
face.
Aye, Scale Face. That's what we'll call her, Scale Face. Anyway, I reckon they'll go to burn Jon Snow's body and realise it won't burn because I reckon that motherfucker is half Stark, half Targaryen.
Yep. And
his skin won't burn, and then she'll be like, oh my god, this is fucking amazing, here's an opportunity for me to redeem myself. No point because Stannis is dead, so nobody knows what you're up to.
So do you think now that the priest will come back into it? The one who resurrected that other guy?
Oh, he could come back into it. I could see, yeah,
because she did.
Yes, because she knows he can bring people back.
And she was questioning, how can you do this? So.
Yes, that's a good one actually. I could see that happening. Don't really know what's going to happen with Daenerys. Don't really care. As long as the dragons are in it, I'm cool with that.
So she's been kidnapped by the
Dothraki. Yeah, the Dothraki. So
it's been a while.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it looks really, really good.
But best bit in the whole trailer, right, is when they see, I'm forgetting everybody's names. It's those church fanatics.
Oh my god, the sparrows.
And
they're like,
or they're meant to move, or there'll be violence.
Or there'll be violence. She's pure. I choose violence. I was pure. Fuck yeah, you choose violence after the whole shame scenario. No, yeah, that was really, really good. So excited for Game of Thrones. That comes back April
20th.
Yeah, April the 20th or something like that.
Something like
so it's coming back soon. Not long to wait. Last but not least, trailer we just watched there. Marvel's Captain America: Civil War.
Yep.
What do you make of it? Well, it's the second trailer for it actually. What do you make of it?
It looks brilliant.
I think this could be the best Marvel movie yet. Definitely, because Avengers 1, astounding. Avengers 2 just couldn't. It was good, it was really, really good. It just couldn't live up to the bar that Avengers 1 had set. I don't think. It just. Some of it felt kind of rushed. It felt a bit all over the place. I actually thought Ant-Man was a better film.
Well, I think my favourite one's Winter Soldier.
Oh, yeah, Winter Soldier's really fucking good. For anyone who's not watched Winter Soldier, go and watch it. Even if you're not big on Marvel movies, that is the one to watch.
Yeah, it's a really good film.
It's a good standalone film as well, actually. No, it was really good. But this trailer just totally sold me. I mean, some of the scenes in it, like Black Panther, just looks amazing.
He's such a badass.
Fucking jumps miles off of a car just to take out the Winter Soldier. Hawkeye firing the arrow, and Ant-Man is on the arrow, and he like goes through Iron Man's fingers.
Yeah.
Like, it's just stuff like that was so cool. And then to top it all off, Spider-Man coming in at the end, stealing Captain America's shield, and just being, hey guys, like, no fucks given. You don't really know whose side he's on. Well, the trailer leads you to believe he's on Iron Man's side, but which would be cool because in the comics he is on Captain America's side.
Yeah.
So it would be kind of a change of pace.
I mean, again, it's just a trailer, so that could be him just coming into it, and then
that could be like 10 minutes later, you know, from that actual scene in the trailer.
And plus, with that fight at the start, for them, that could have been like a training exercise or anything.
Yeah, and
it could be totally to mislead you.
Yeah, that is very true, and I in no way think that is Spider-Man's intro to the film.
No,
I think Spider-Man comes into it a lot earlier.
They fought for the rights for him for so long. There's no way they're going to wait till like, the big finale, then go, alright, come on in now.
Yeah, and I reckon it's Iron Man who makes him first, so I don't know if maybe... So I don't know how you would come across Spider-Man randomly, unless maybe... I'd seen somewhere on the internet, it was a thing, and down the bottom of the screen it was Stark and... it was like something to do with college tuitions or something like that. So that could be a cool way of meeting him, because, you know, Spider-Man is still meant to be a young guy.
Yeah.
You know,
this would be the third iteration of Peter Parker and Spider-Man.
Yeah, so he's still meant to be in high school at this point. So that would be a cool way for him to meet Spider-Man and be like, ah, fuck man, I'm Iron Man, you're Spider-Man, this is pretty cool.
They'll definitely, I think, it'll be Tony Stark meeting Peter Parker, and he'll be like, oh, this kid's a genius as well.
Yeah.
They'll get along that way, and then...
Yes, yeah, see, that's another thing I'm wondering what they'll do, because with the first Spider-Man films, it was a biological thing, you know, he could actually shoot the webs, which was never the case in the stories.
Well, it wasn't in the Maiden Spider-Man, was it?
Yeah.
One he could and one he
couldn't.
Yeah,
there was a kind of comic book series where he could do that, but the majority of the time he is a genius and he creates this kind of web shooter.
Yeah.
And his powers are being able to climb to walls and do all this mad acrobatic stuff, super strength and the spider sense. The webs were never part of it.
Yeah.
In the Amazing Spider-Man films, that's exactly what they did. It was a web that the spiders were creating. It was stronger than like tensile steel. So I think they'll go down that road. I think it's web shooters again. I think they'll try and remain kind of true to the comics, because they've done really well with the rest of the stuff. There's a lot of changes here and there. Civil War will be a big change because that comic is fucking huge.
But that spider suit though,
I like it.
Yeah, I mean with the black eyes.
I like that it's the same as Deadpool, where it's like his eyes are CG'd. So like the suit is real, but the eyes are CG'd. So like he comes in, they're wide, and then as he kind of crouches down, they shrink in as if he's like focused.
And he looks exactly like he did in the comics and the cartoons.
Yeah, he looks really, really good. It's the same as, you know, it's more of the same. It's what you know Spider-Man to be, but he looks different enough. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. It looks really, really good. So that's the news, man. Not much. Been a quiet week again. Not a great deal's happened.
No.
I think a lot of news is kind of staying out the way of the division. There has been kind of the odd thing here and there, like Dying Light, for anyone who plays that. That and Rocket League are going to have a crossover where Rocket League gets Dying Light DLC and Dying Light gets Rocket League DLC. It's just going to be skins, you know, it's not going to be anything major. Hitman came out, it's doing well from what I hear.
Yeah, critics are saying it's the best of Blood Money and
Absolution,
which is ideal.
Yeah,
you know,
the only other thing is, and this kind of grinds my gears a wee bit, that game was brought out episodically. So you can purchase the full game, so you won't get the full game, you will just get the episodes that are out, but you won't need to pay for any of the other episodes when they appear. They'll just, you'll get them as they come. Or you can buy episode by episode if you see fit. Now, one thing that kind of pissed me off was it was announced that that's, the full retail release has been pushed back.
Yeah. Which
kind of pissed me off a bit, because I'm like, these people have paid money. You wait till episode 1 is out and then go, hey, guess what? We're pushing it back. So if you're like ecstatic to get that, you're needing to wait just that. I can't remember how much longer it is, but even then...
Well, to me that just says there's problems with the developer, like...
either that or they're just
again.
Either that or they're just taking more time.
But I mean, how much time do you need? I mean, when did the last Hitman came out?
Yeah, it kind of pisses me off that was episodic to begin with. I don't think it should have been. I think it should have been... No, here's this full game, have fun. And then...
Yeah.
Or at least release more of it, and then if you want to say, the rest of it's DLC, that would have still pissed people off.
But as long as they don't do the Telltale thing, when they're getting better at it now, but with the Walking Dead's first, it was like, it's episode 1. When's episode 2? I don't know.
Yeah, that dragged on.
And then, it was just whenever they felt like bringing it out.
I think Game of Thrones was actually the worst offender for
that.
It
took the longest to
it took ages for episodes to release. But Tales from the Borderlands and the Minecraft story mode, they've been quite good. They've been kind of continuously bringing them out month after month. So, I mean, things are getting better. I can't really think... There is other stories out there. If you're looking for in-depth news stories, all the kind of nitty-gritty, go to places like IGN and GameStop, all the Game Informer, all these places like that. We are here to talk about just the things that matter to us, the kind of hot topics, if you like.
Yeah, the important stuff.
Yeah.
Well, stuff we deem important.
Yeah, exactly. So, that was the news. Not much else has happened. Can't really think of any other film trailers. I did watch an international trailer for Ghostbusters. Slightly different from the original one. Looks a bit better. It kind of sells the film a bit better, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
But I still, that way it wasn't game changing. I was like, okay, it still doesn't look as good as Ghostbusters 1 and 2. A lot more Chris Hemsworth in it, which is cool. He's quite a funny wee scene where they've asked him to mock up some kind of logos for the company, and one of them is like this ghost with massive boobs, and she's like, I don't know, can you not see that be, a bit not too good? And he's like, is it I can make the boobs bigger if that's like, he seems like he's an idiot in it, which
that's good.
That could be quite good. Other than that, not much else has been happening. So,
one more thing. So I would consider Destiny's biggest competitor right now to be The Division.
Yes, I would agree
And
wholeheartedly.
Destiny's been a lot of gripe recently about the lack of communication around the upcoming DLC.
Mm-hmm.
They keep saying it's coming soon, coming in spring, but they've not said anything what it is, and the fans aren't happy.
Yeah.
Last proper DLC was The Taken King in September.
Mm-hmm.
Since then we've had Sparrow Racing, which was fun, but it's just racing on Sparrows, quite boring.
Yeah.
And then the Crimson Doubles event, which was
a kind of Valentine's Day thing, wasn't it?
Absolute joke. Everyone hated it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know. I backed, for those of you listening, I backed out of Destiny a long time ago. Stuck with it, top level, and then it was just to do the raid. Did the raid, and I was like, cool, that's me done. There was no... To progress, you basically had to go to the Crucible, which that's not what I wanted from Destiny.
Yeah.
That game was sold as this is going to be a big world, you can go and explore, you and your friends do missions together. That died in its arse so quick.
Yeah.
It's basically just keep doing the raids. There's how many raids? 3?
3 raids now.
Yeah, I mean, that to me, I'm like, that's not enough. There should have been much more from the word go. And they did say, we're going to support it further. They brought out The Taken King, improved a lot of things, but still
far from perfect.
Yeah, definitely didn't deliver on what they set out to do.
The reason I brought it up is because I check the forums every day. I like to go on forums, see what's happening, and everyone on the Destiny forums is talking about The Division.
Yeah,
they're saying this is the game Destiny should have been.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody the Deej is the community manager over at Bungie, right?
Right, okay.
And people attack him all the time, but somebody attacked him.
As they do, it is the internet after all.
Yeah, true. Somebody attacked him, just saying, I swear to God, Deej, if you say, I can't remember what, something like more information coming soon. He said something about threatening a duck. I'm not entirely sure what the full scenario is.
Yeah.
I can't find the post, just everybody's just talking about it, just heard stories. So Deej responded by putting in the update, more information coming soon, your move, with a wee wink.
Yeah.
And the community went mental. Like, people, it just split into two. People saying, oh, he should be fired. Other people saying it was a joke.
Fucking hell,
Deej
man.
actually commented on it saying, listen guys, it was a joke. Let's not take it too seriously and all that. More information will become available about the upcoming DLC when we've got it and we can talk about it.
Yeah.
But no, it was interesting because he doesn't ever reply to comments like that. He just remains silent.
Yeah, there is a lot of kind of guys like that. They don't rise to it.
It's clearly stirred the pot a lot.
Oh yeah, I honestly think the Division coming out is probably the best thing. It's actually the best thing that could happen to Destiny players because they're getting some upfront competition now, which is good. This is what they need.
Yeah, they needed to step
because
up
they had nothing competing with them. Do you know what I mean? What other game is there like Destiny on the consoles? Nothing.
But still, I mean, that being said, it's early days.
Yeah. For
all we know, the Division could turn into the exact same. It's like, oh, it's the same thing again and again and again. So we don't know yet. It's too early to tell.
I personally don't think it will, and the reason I don't think it will is because there's a lot of single player stuff. There's loads of encounters, side missions, main missions. That isn't what the Division's going to be. I think that is your character building stuff. It's a way for you to go out and just play things by yourself. The Dark Zone, I think that is where shit is going to get real. They're going to expand on that.
Yeah.
That is where you want to go. When you hit level 30 and you've done everything in the single player, Dark Zone's where you want to be. And I reckon they'll keep expanding on that, add more in, because...
Well, they've already cut quite a bit of the game out, didn't they?
Well,
from the original plan.
It's not that. I think the original plan was for the whole game to be like the Dark Zone, where other teams could come in and fuck up your missions and things like that. And I think that's obviously just got daunting that they've went, that is not enjoyable. If you start the game from the word go and a team of level 30 guys just shoots you as you get off the chopper, you'd be so fucked off. So I think they've scaled it back, which is good because...
I meant more in terms of size, because there's a good part of the map that says like out of bounds.
Yeah, but
I reckon was in the original game, so we don't know if that is.
Yeah, I'm sure part of the game, during one of the showings, part of the game that is no longer there. Yeah. But I reckon that.
I don't mind, you know. I mean,
yeah, I reckon
game's
that
still massive.
DLC. Know. I reckon that's exactly what that's there for. You're going to see expansions for this game. This city's going to get.
They also showed off the thing with the iPad and the wee drones.
Yeah, they scrapped that idea. Yeah, that was a shit idea.
Do you think they'll come back into it? Or do you think that's something they just leave out?
I think they'll leave that out. I think you'll see an app appear for it at some point, but no, I think they'll leave it out. So anyway, we better wrap this up because we're kind of...
It's the dogs going at it now, you know.
Fuck, I know it. The whole house is quiet, bar these two fucking dogs. Anyway, anything else you want to add?
No.
No?
I think so.
Where can people get us? I'm at Dirk Saxon on Twitter. My gamer tag is also Dirk Saxon. Feel free to add me. Play the Division. Yeah, I saw that you'd added that. That was good.
Could be touching it.
Though the whole show, so you know, is edited by Nick. So all the things you see on screen, the little intro, the little outro, that was all Nick. So
with my very little knowledge of how to do it.
Yeah, like we said before, this is all basic stuff. I kind of produce the show, I come up with the topics and how the running order is going to go, but Nick edits all, he does all the kind of graft for it. So, follow Nick, where are you?
At Nick Solo 89, found on PlayStation as the Grim Reaper 89. And our Twitter for the Cosy Couch is just at the Cosy Couch.
Yeah, and then YouTube as well, just the Cosy Couch as well.
Yep.
We'll
finally started, because I've been searching it for a few days, we weren't coming up, now we're coming up.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
that's
so
good.
now if you search the Cosy Couch, the channel comes up. I don't know how YouTube works.
It's sometimes these things take time. But either way, if you don't need to look for us on YouTube, we'll post links on the Twitter. That's what the Twitter's for.
Yeah.
But if you are on YouTube and you're signed in, please subscribe because that would mean a lot to us. The more subscribers we get, the better. So, you know, please keep it locked here and we'll keep producing content. We've got a couple of ideas in the pipeline. We were discussing stuff before the show. We've got another wee kind of idea lined up. So please bear with us and we'll bring you more content as and when we're ready to. So.
Very soon.
Yep, no problem. So peace out, people.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks.
See you next week.
See you later on. Right.
Try to give us a wee boost now.
What?
Try to give us a wee boost.
I know, because I feel shorter than you. No, it's
Shorter
actually
than me?
what I know, but it's more like it's actually more comfier for me. It'll stop me moving about as much as well, because I'm bad for that. See, because I find it difficult, but I feel like I want to still keep moving. Anyway, that's just my OCD obviously kicking in.